There it is. It's Wednesday evening, and it's your favorite show. I'm telling you, it's your favorite show. It's a Duckhook show. It's full of golf, Duckhook golf in particular, and what a week did we just have and coming. We had 2 events, the Thursday series at Pretoria Country Club, and then we had Centurion a couple of days later for Sunday series 2 to wrap up June. And that was the final qualifying round for the Open, which takes place in 4 days' time. So I can tell you one thing. We are ready to tackle the Epotsi links once again for the Open coming up. I have a show full of winners. They've all joined me today. We've got apparently a major champion on top here in his normal spot. And then we've got our actual major champion from the Players' Champs from last year. Then we got,
Thanks, man.
as well as Pretoria Country Club winner. And then we got Vickers Lee on the top with me, Centurion winner. Great round. And then we got Grant, who's on the show because he might, at the end, take the entire mid-season prize hamper from Srixon by earning the most ranking points. So, hello everybody. How are we on this Wednesday?
How you like it, Yella?
Lekker, Mazo. All good this side. Trust everything is good with everyone.
Yes.
Thanks, Maz, for the invite.
Lekker. I hope we got plenty to talk about. Vickers, let's get to you first. Has it sunk in? When I caught up with you, once you made that par and went 6 under, you were quite emotional. It's nice to see how much it meant to you.
Yes, of course, Mas. Been struggling to get a win this year. Played actually very good golf, but I couldn't manage to play 18 holes. So at least on Sunday, I play 18 holes and yeah, glad to win.
You picked up where you left off because at Pretoria Country Club, you were playing with me and you had a great stretch. You were really in the hunt for that victory as well. And then unfortunately, you came a bit undone. So it was a nice, at least you carried through the momentum.
Yeah, like I said, that's the whole year already like that. I'm playing 14 good holes. And then the last 3-4 holes, I am actually playing worse. And I think it's maybe a bit of fitness issue. But yeah, luckily I managed to play 18 holes, like I said. So that was actually my whole year until now.
Mooi. Well done. Okay. And
Mazo, he got some good support. His son was also with, and he said that he's getting 100 rand, not 20 rand, 100 rand for the support.
Yeah, he got balls as well. He got a sleeve of the balls as well. So yeah.
Mooi. Let's jump with you, Yaku, quickly. Nice victory. You come play your first Thursday series game this year at probably the hardest course of the season, and you are the top dog. How would that go?
Yeah, thanks, Maz. Yeah, as I say, this year I'm not playing the Thursday league, but when the calendar was sent out, PCC is one of those courses that one needs to play, and so I made some arrangements to come and play. So yeah, it was one of those days that it started off not as good as I wanted, but ultimately it came down to some experience.
Nice.
Mazo, can I ask a question?
You're welcome to ask a question.
So it's his first Thursday this season, and he wins, and he's classified as a winner.
Yeah.
Yet the Limpopo Master is not classified as a winner, right?
I don't know. That's your own issue. That's not our issue.
Lekker, Jakes.
Gauteng series. Great. Well, let us get into a couple of things. As I mentioned, we've got plenty to talk about. I quickly want to remind you that the Open is coming up this week on Sunday. The field is 44 strong, and we'll go through the field when we get to the Open chat and the Open preview so we can see who's going to be teeing it up what time and who's playing with who. I can tell you one thing, that for the Open, the order of 4 balls is ranking points earned. So there's going to be a lot of people saying, but I'm not playing with my chommy, or I'm not playing with that person or that person. But I'm afraid this time around, you're going to have to play with other people because you always play with your chommy. Agreed?
Yeah,
just also
absolutely.
Yes. Very good. Grant, you're very quiet there. Are you just waiting to catch your hamper?
It would be a nice start for the season. I actually lost out a little bit last year with the play of the season. Was up there the whole the whole year last year. So, yeah, I actually started very well last year. This year I'm starting playing better golf later in the year. So maybe this is my. Let's see. Yeah, let's hope so.
Let's hope so. We'll show you the permutations shortly. Seems hopefully the Wi-Fi is back to normal. It seems like we had a bit of a dip in signal there. What course is this, gentlemen? We always like to start the show with saying what course this is. Well, here it is. Are there any guesses? Don't say it if you know. Let the guys on the chat line who are watching also have an opportunity to answer. That is the course. It is not Zabula. I can tell you that much. Gone very quiet.
Yes, like we're thinking.
I know.
You got it?
I got it.
Okay. Vickers, any idea?
No, I don't have an idea.
Jaco?
No, definitely I can see it's 18L, so.
Can I say?
No, not yet, not
Baie
yet.
eise.
Fricky, I'm not even going to ask you because you suck at these things.
I suck at this. No.
Okay. Here's another stat that I wanted to grab for you while we're going. Did you see this? And those people who don't know how good Tiger Woods actually was, I'm going to read this for you. Scottie Scheffler has been ranked #1 in the world for a combined 40 weeks now. To catch Tiger Woods' record of combined weeks at #1, Scheffler needs to hold the top spot for another 12 years, 4 months, and 3 weeks. Does that put it in perspective for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Because Tiger Woods is the greatest golfer of all time. So it makes 100% sense for me, eh?
But just think about it. That means it's like 13 years he was #1. Where else, in what sport, is that even possible?
Yeah, I don't
No,
think it's even. I mean, no one will. I mean, if you look at rugby or soccer or anything like that, you know, or tennis, for instance, no one will have that,
Dominance.
Dominance, you know. Well, even with the body, for instance, there's no way they can hold
Tennis.
that.
What's that?
Tennis. What's his Federer? He's the closest, I think.
No, it wasn't before.
Not even
12
close.
years. He was in the generation of Nadal and Djokovic. He'll never be #1 for
Yeah,
that one.
but that I can say maybe the guys is the closest in years ranking.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get the answer.
Single sport.
If anybody wants to look up the answer, the longest ranked #1 tennis player streak, go for it. Gooi Google. What does that mean?
Oh, 4 years though, eh?
What do men actually want? We saw this earlier. It popped up.
Can I answer that one?
You know what it is?
Tell me.
They want Tiger Woods to win another major. Come on, keep up.
Yeah, baby.
That's what all men want.
Can I just?
And here's another one for you. Men want one thing and it's disgusting. What men want. Any cookie in. It's true.
That's awesome.
That's what all men want. Well, all golfers, we know. Here we go. PPC. Let's remind you of what the result was. Jaco Jacobs and Eddie Ivans came in and improved the points win by 1 shot, going from +1 to even 36 points. But Jaco had a great back nine and claimed it with a count back. Grant, there you are, tied third, raking in 175 points just to add it to your haul for the mid-season player rankings. Jason Ivans, another good finish. He tied third after his victory last month. Donnie Geldenes, nice to see him back in the groove. Vickers Lee, there he was, -3. I think he was -3. +3. He was -3 at one stage. Carl van der Meulen, Lyle Langley, Nico Roots, and Evia Berger making up the top 10. Take us through your scorecard, Jaco.
Yeah, thank you, Mas. Yeah, as you look at the scorecard, you know, I started with double. I thought it was going to be one of those days, going to be a long day. And then from the third, I pulled it back. You know, I made a birdie, and that kind of settled the day. Going forward, number 7 was also a double. So I'd made 3 doubles on the first 9. Number 6 was also, number 7 was one of those ones, you know, 90 meters into the green, walk off with a 6. So 41 shots and 16 points. So it wasn't great, but, you know, I was still in the running. But I think the thing that turned around was, you know, the second 9. If you looked at it, it shot a 38 with only bogeys on the 10th and the 18th. You know, the ones that the greens that I missed on the back nine, I chipped and putt.
Yeah.
And, coming back to the reason why I played that well was, the short game, especially the putting that contributed to the great score for that day.
Mooi. So let us see what the rest of the top 5 had to say about their round and the course.
This is the first win for the season compared to last year, so I thought it's going to be a dry, not as good year as last year, but yeah, it actually played very, very well today. So first game for the Thursday League. 15 is when I was playing with Grant, and I was, his son told me, yes, Jaco, you're leading, and I didn't watch the scoreboard the whole day, and playing 16, 17 and 18, I only played sensible golf. Go for the middle of the greens, 2-putt. So I think that's where the experience came in.
Best part of your game?
Putting definitely. I've been working on the last 2 weeks on my putting, just working on the stroke, and I've changed my putter. The Scotty is going to be in the garage for a while, so I've moved back to my old putter, and really that was the difference for the day.
Tied for lead, unfortunately, and lost in the countback. Well done. How did it go?
No, it went very well. I haven't been playing good golf just lately. I really enjoyed the course. The course was in beautiful condition. And thanks to Duckhook for all the golf they give us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the top 5 finish. I must say my best part today was yesterday's practice round with my driver. Yes, I couldn't miss a fairway today, so that really took the greatness in the toll for the game.
Do you think you had a chance to win today?
I actually did think it in for the win. The last 3 holes I just had a little bit of bad luck and bad lies and stuff.
With this finish, you just about secured the mid-season Srixon hamper prize. You're almost there, so good luck.
July, wow. That's good news, really good news. Wow, didn't even think of that. Nice, that's a great surprise. So just hope Centurion also go well, and I think Ibotsi there.
The course was fantastic. The greens are phenomenal, probably the best I putted on this year. I really enjoyed the course today.
What was the best part of the game?
Probably putting. I made a few putts today. Generally it wasn't terrible the whole game. So a bit of up and downs on some holes, but no, all good.
All good, he says, Jason. Right, let's give it a bit of a out of 10 review, boys. Fricky, you can sit with this one out. Obviously, you didn't play, but the rest of us did go. I'll go last, because let's start with you. Give me out of 10 and why.
Mas, I think 8 out of 10. The course is looking great this time of the year. Everything was just green. And the greens was, although it was fast and hard, but it's still in a very good condition this time of the year.
Mooi. So we've got 1-8. Guys in the chat line, if you want to give us a ranking, please do so. Granty, what did you think of the course?
I would go 9.333.
Okay.
Yeah. The course was playing very nice. I just couldn't beat the course. It still took a toll on a +2, not an even. I must say, my best game so far on PCC. The previous 2 years I was in the 90s, so I'm very happy with the course how it was. Yeah.
Jaco, are you giving it a 10 out of 10?
As I would also say, being one of the prestigious courses in Gauteng, the conditions, was up to standard. We all know that, it's a difficult course, so some people might rate it a little bit lower, but, it's an ultimate test of your golfing ability.
Yeah, so you're giving it
9.
You know that I don't give ratings very easily, but I can tell you that I stood on the 16th box at one point, and I looked down there and I said, Jesus, this place is in such immaculate condition. It was unbelievable. Even the 17th. And I thought, I'm going to give it a 9 because
Wow.
let's go through everything. The fairways were lush, cut beautifully. The bunkers, there was not one bunker that was a problem.
Not right, yeah, guaranteed.
That was beautiful. Just like a championship course. You feel like you're in a championship course when you're there. So the guys who haven't played it, it's a real treat. Yes, the greens were difficult, but I think once you were on the surface, they rolled beautifully. Like if you hit nice putts, you made the putts. It was just getting it there. It was
Yeah, your
interesting
line
at
was your
some
line,
points.
yeah.
I can tell you that it was a couple of times I came out of a bunker and it would like pitch on the green and roll off the back. Frustrating, that is. But that's what I mean. It was hard to just hold it just long enough so it doesn't go off the other side. So yes, I would say that was the highest ranked course that I've played this season. And stunning, just from every point of view. Let's have a look at the pins quickly. Who won the pins? Let's remind you.
So yeah, we've got the pins. Par 4, the first. Vickers Albert's got that one. That's a golf concepts voucher. Par 3, 8. Mr. Fats himself getting the golf for 8 hamper. And then the par 3, 14, my ex-partner, the Srixon towel, Dani Geldenhuis.
Geldenhuis, that's it. I got some more rankings. Ian says 7.5. Lukey says PPC overall 9. Excellent country club type course. Great rating there, Lukey, for someone who just came and drank with us.
Afterwards.
Football Alliance. This was a Football Alliance. Obviously, Jaco Jacobs is going to take the Football Alliance because Carl and Grant were in the top 10 with him. So pretty much for the first 12 holes, they had an entire four-ball. And this is how it came, minus 1385 points, which isn't a terrible lot of points, but they were the winners on the day. Let's have a look at the par 3s. Here we have Berger, minus 2 on the par 3s, and that includes a 1-pointer on the 14. Donnie played the par 3s pretty well with 9 overall points. Jaco, there you are. Even. Anyone else from our group? No. So
There's a frickie though, eh?
there is a frickie, but the wrong frickie. Let's have a look at how the par 4s unfolded. Eddie Ivans was the only player to shoot even, and no player was able to go under par on the par 4s. Grant, you were tied second, plus 2, and that's where you finished. Jaco there again, and no one. Vickers was also there at 6 under. Not 6 under. What is it, 6
Plus
place? The par 5s, 4 par 5s.
Yeah.
Jason Ivans, minus 4 on the par 5s. Grant, you were minus 3. So eating up the par 5s, but losing the shots on the par 4s, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, the par 3s on my side, yeah.
Yes, and the par 3s on your side. Vickers, quickly, before we wrap it up with the PPC, give us I'm trying to think where you really, really played well. And I think you got halfway at 3 under.
Yes.
All right? Yes. Halfway. And we played the harder 9 first, and he managed to put it to 3 under. And I would just say your drives were great, and your approaches were great, and you're putting yourself in position every time. It really looked like you were doing well.
Yeah, well, my patting was also very well. I think that saved me a lot. The only thing, I made a few silly mistakes choosing the shot that I'm playing, and then I also managed to get me out of trouble as well. But yes, I was a bit unlucky as well. I think it was on which one was that? I think on the six hole or something like that. I hit a very good drive, and I ended up in the bunker, and then from there it just went worse.
Yes.
And then it was double drop, and then on the last hole I made a 5. So yeah, 3 holes that actually killed me.
That's right. I remember we all played the par 3, the 8th Island Green, and 3 of us hit in the water and 1 in the bunker. I can't remember who was in the bunker, but it wasn't a great showing. I think the distance was wrong. How do you have 3 Oaks hitting hitting their clubs and all coming up 20 meters short? And we all hit it decent, like it's in the air, and you're staring at it, okay, that'll be fine, that's front of the green. And all 3 of us came short. So I think they juked us with a distance on the thing.
I used my laser and it was on the dot.
Yeah.
But I added another club.
I smashed a pitching wedge, 20 meters short. It's like, nah, what's happening here? But let's put this in perspective, how difficult it actually was. This is the whole ranks. Now, it is average points earned. Now, this is one of the lowest I've seen. Look at the 10th, gentlemen. Average points is under 1. 0.98. So the 10th was the hardest hole. Can you believe how hard that hole is?
That is crazy, Maz. I must be honest. I mean, even with 13 being a 1 itself. So, I mean, it's rank 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That's crazy to see. I mean, obviously, that's the reason why no one played under par at this point.
It's the 16th, which is that long par 3. 1.16 was the average. Look at the 8th, that par 3 Island Green. 1.07 average points. And the easiest hole is the stroke 1, par 5, 1.95. But just to remind you that the double strokes come into play there. So that does push it up a little bit. But yes, overall, I think if we get to the end of the season and we have to put these all together, that is going to win with the toughest challenge. Right, let's move on to Centurion, another Pretoria course, another lovely course. Again, at this time of the year, everything was green and beautiful. And a nice field. I think Centurion is very popular, and this is what the outcome was. Yes, we know Vickers Lee came in on -6. There were 3 guys tied on -5 up until Vickers came in, so it would have gone to a countback, but he managed to make his par to make 42 points. And if we look at the odds of making 42 points, that was his 1 in 10,000 game, so he should be doing that again anytime soon. Charles Swanepoel, Jan Venter, another good finish from Jan Venter, back-to-back in the Sunday events. Ian Holtzhausen, -4, a return to form. Steve Saunders, -3. Gerard Snyman, almost there. Leon Oosthuizen, another good finish. Javier Berger, Kevin Ho, which was also flying at a stage. Mr. Kevin, I think he was leading at one stage. And then Bernard Schultz coming in to wrap up the top 10. Vickers, here's your scorecard. Take us through it.
10.
You finished on the 9th.
Finished on the 9th, so I started from the 10th, so I will also start from the 10th. Yeah, I was so overwhelming. I actually got my whole 9th round. I was talking about the whole 15, 16, 17, and 18, but actually it was 6, 7, 8, and 9. But anyway, to start at 10, yeah, I made a par there. Was actually bunker, and just short of the green. 2 putts and made a par there. On the next hole, on the 11th, I was on the green, but I had a very long birdie putt. I just missed it, tap in par again. And then on the par 5, where that screen is on the right, normally when you hit the driver there, if you don't fade your drive and you hit it straight, the chance is very good that you run into the out of bounds portion. So I actually decided to take my hybrid and play a fade, although my natural swing is a draw. Nice fade in the fairway. And then...
Talk about the birdie on the 16th, the short hole.
On the 16th, oh yes. So I hit my hybrid in the middle of the fairway. Very good second shot. I was actually pitching on top, close to the hole, but it's just panned down the hill. So my putt up the hill was actually a double break, and I drained a long putt for a birdie. And then the par 3, drop a shot there again. Yeah, I think that hole is in my mind. You always battle on that hole. Yeah. And then luckily on the 18th hole, I made a par and I got the shot back again.
Let's fast forward to that double bogey you made, which meant a bit of a problem, and then you made birdies.
So I actually hit a very good drive. I was just right off the bunker. My second shot ended up in the bunker just next to the hole. So I decided I need to just make sure I'm on the green. So at that stage I was still on -5 with the leaders. So I was on the green just at the side of the hole. I missed my birdie putt, my par putt, and it was about a 30 centimeter tap in, and I really pulled it, and I missed that putt, and that's why I made a double bogey there. So then I went to -4. So when I checked the scorecard, I saw a done stroke on the 7th and the 8th, and then I know I stroke on the 9th. So the plan was just to make par, and then par again on the last hole, and just getting the one shot back, and hopefully on the count back, I might win this. So yeah, so on the par 5, drive, very good drive in the middle of the fairway, second shot on the fairway, and then the distance to the hole was exactly my 60 degrees, exactly on the dot, and I hit a very good shot about half a meter from the flag.
Sure.
Put it in for a birdie, and then we're on the island green. So on the island green, I knew I need to be on the green. Doesn't matter what I do. Normally I play that hole very good. So I was just outside the closest of the pin, about a half a meter outside it. And I just missed my birdie putt again, tapping for par. And then it was on the last hole. Decisions. So I had the chance to go left on the fairway, or I can go for the hole. So I decided now I'll take a 5-iron, hit it on the left, but I pull it a little bit. I was just off the fairway. And then I decided all that I need to do, one good shot in the middle of the green, and then leave me with 2 free putts. And then actually I hit a very good shot, pitch just left of the hole, just run off. So that's about 3 meters from the hole, 3 meters. Yeah, so then when Mas came to me, told me that I've got free shots to win. So, okay, I'll take the 3 shots. And I just...
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, I tried to make the birdie, but my ball ran a little bit to the left. I think it was a misread. And then was about 1 meter for par, and I managed to do the par as well. So, yeah.
Well done. And there it was, your first victory. Great round of golf.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like Vickers. He's one of those guys who can remember every shot he's played for the last year. This is what the top line.
Bonnie can compete against each other, eh?
You know, it doesn't come that easy for us. It's not a Frikkie and a Dani that got a lot of trophies. But I must say, mentally and physical, it's flipping hard to work to play 18 holes to win a Duckhook. Look, everyone is so talented in this league. It's not easy to win.
Yeah, because if I may ask, the experience you had with PCC, that contribute to the last 3 or 4 holes at Centurion?
Yes, definitely, Yaku, because like always, playing 14 holes, 4 holes, I mess it up. So on this days, I force myself to concentrate and play smartly. Luckily, I know Centurion well, so I know how to play the course, and I try to do that. So yes, definitely did.
Awesome. Good question, Yaku. Let's have a look at what the other guys had to say at Centurion. Vickers champion, finally. How are you feeling?
That emotional, but I'm feeling that.
That's great. Good run of golf.
We've been fighting hard the last
Yeah,
few holes, but yeah,
I can see it means a lot to you.
of course.
You probably beat the biggest field this year, which is awesome.
That's great.
Mr. Vickers lead.
The best part of the game was actually my chipping and putting today. Although I missed a very, very short putt, but all the other putts really actually fell. So yeah, just want to say, very special for my son. He was my caddy today. So I'm glad to having him on the back today, like the pros always say. But yeah, it's the first time joining me with the golf today, so I'm very glad.
Yep, again, second place, getting used to the second places, but anyway, it was good. I had a snag on my second hole, the 11th, made a double there, but other than that, can't complain, didn't leave any shots out there. But yeah, good momentum then all around, and too little too late, I guess. Yeah. I think I improved on my putting today. Yeah, my lag putts really helped, and that pushed me through, because at Huddle Park the previous time it was
it was bad and sad. It's a lekker baan. Open a bit, hit my driver well, lekker gespeel, lekker company. The course is in a good nick, I enjoyed it, lekker, played well. But anyways, yeah, I played well. Well done to Vickers. Yeah, lekker game today. Thank you, man.
I had a practice chance a few weeks ago, so that worked for me, yeah.
What was the best part of your game?
Putting worked a bit, yeah.
Does it feel like you've got some form going for it?
Yes, most definitely. So I had a few bad rounds, but yeah, I found something in my swing today after the last 2 rounds, so yeah.
Like I said, I shot 97 on Friday, so 2 days later to shoot 79 is not bad. I was lucky I finished the turn with birdie, and then I finished the back 9 birdie. So those are some really nice holes, 3 under to the last 2 of each side, and that kind of put the score okay. So it looked a lot better than what it actually was. It was best part of your game. Best part of my game, probably the putting, for a long time that putting's been pretty bad, and today I held a couple of putts and it ended up working. Driver's still cut. Irons aren't great, but the rest of the game is okay.
This could put you into the Open on Sunday.
Well, we hope so, If not, I'll have to beg someone for an invite, but hopefully it'll get me in. It might be a bit tight, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, course is amazing, lucky day out, and yeah, awesome.
I can tell you that he did make it into the Open. Well done, Steve. I also want to say to Richard, I played the final round with him at Centurion, and all the best in your new adventures to Singapore. You will be missed. Richard's very decorated in the Duckhook fraternity. Many trophies. Major winner.
Yeah, definitely.
Is he a major? Yeah, a major winner. Series winner. Player of the season winner. No, not player of the season winner, but one. So well done.
He was second player winner.
Yeah, won the Sunday Series 2.
Series
Challenge 500.
Challenge 500, and he won the Stain City Major. When we played it there once upon a time. Okay, let's have a look at all the nitty-gritties. The guys will help me. Who wants to help me with the pins? Who's on you? No one. Gooi.
Okay, I'll do it again. Par 3-8, Stefan Oberholzer. Still need to get a picture of him. Then par 3-11, again, Fatsy Carlos. That's the Airstone hamper that he got. Par 4-14, the Golf Concepts voucher. Janeman Venter got that one. And then the last one, the par 3-17th. Peter Zak got that one.
Well done, boys, for winning those closest. Just quickly to browse your eyes, the A Division winner was Vickers Lee in the end, with a cap up to 10. So well done, Vickers, for winning the A Division. Everybody pretty much who finished in the top of the standings was in the A Division. Interesting to see that the better golfers came out on top this time around. Ian Halson won the B Division, -4 off his 4 handicap. Gerard Snyman, 22, -2. Leon Westhuizen, 17 handicap, -2. And there we go, down the list. So well played to those boys. Who won the 4-Ball Alliance? Well, there's your answer. Steve Saunders and his group, including Wayne Radu and Steve Saunders' friends Alex Fernell and George Hunter, both came out to have a nice day at Centurion, and they went on to score -18, 90 points, with a 7 points on the first. That's a nice start. If they started on the first, they must have thought, sure, we're in this. Just to put it in perspective, second place, or tied first with them, was Moritz, Stefan Lombard, Ricky Pereira, and Paul Ricketts. Fricky, there's your 4-ball. You guys are flying, -17.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Gerard choking on the last few holes, we would have probably made it, eh?
Yeah.
But poor Gerard, he played very well. So yeah, no, we all sucked, really.
Grant, how was your 4-ball?
It was a lekker 4-ball, I must say. First time playing with PJ, Jojo. Actually plays a really good golf. His iron play is really good. Yeah, just need to get more fairways in. And then Wayne Jensen, yeah, the last 9 holes he literally just gave up a bit. Otherwise, we would have been there on top, eh?
Okay. Jaco, how did your 4-ball go?
Yeah, myself and Kobus at our team match play.
That's right.
Against Louis and Ryan. So it went until the 18th hole. And we were we were 1 up, and Louis had like a 2-meter putt.
Oh no!
To win that the hole, so we ended up all squares. So there was actually a nice 4-ball with the match play together. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, then tell me, Mr. Louis must have been very excited to sink that 2-meter putt.
Yeah. No, as I said, yeah, he was struggling a little bit through the whole the rest of the 18 holes. But ultimately it came down to one stroke, and that was really, when he stroked the putt, I just said, "Go with Louis," and he made his putt. So well done, Louis.
That's nice. Those occasions are nice. Brian Owen says the 10th hole at PPC was rated the hardest hole on the European Tour 2 seasons ago.
Sure.
There you go. And then Grant, I got an answer for Roger Federer. He was number 1 for 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Multitasking here. Have a look at that. Let's give Centurion a ranking, please. Guys in the chat line, you can join us. Frikkie, you played this one. So
Mazo, I'm going to give it a high rating, 8.5. I really enjoyed the course. The conditions was good. I mean, the whole day was fine. I mean, not slow play is involved. The clubhouse was good. To me, very good. Greens was receptive. Bunkers was good. It's only that one hole, that little net thing in front of us. That's the only bad part. But furthermore, I really, really liked the course. It was good.
What did you give it?
8.5.
8.5. Vickers, go. 10.
I will also give it an 8. Same as PCC, although I actually enjoyed the course a lot. Like I said, I played there many times before, and the greens was also very awesome for me. That's that.
Granty?
I'll go say 8.3. Dropped it a bit. 3.3.
8.3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the course was also in a very immaculate condition. It wasn't as green as PCC, but with all the water around on Centurion, but it was awesome. One thing I can say is the greens wasn't as firm as PCC,
which is nice.
Which was nice. Yeah.
Jaco, you go.
Yeah, MS. Centurion is always a nice course to play. Maybe I was just one of those unlucky guys that the bunkers it wasn't up to scratch like we've played all the other courses. But I will give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, nice. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
Yes, you're generous today, huh?
Today, very, very generous. But I do think it deserves an 8. Peter Zach agrees with me. He says 8. Gerard Snyman says 8. Ian says 8. Hole 8 and 9. Great view. Eddie says an 8. So that seems to be... Yanni says 8. So that seems to be the common concept.
Sorry, Mazo. Just correct Gerard there. We're not asking what his last hole was, huh? We're just asking a score rating. Sorry, guys.
Oh, I see.
Love you, Lord.
Sorry, a little slow there. Let's finish off Centurion. This is what the winner of the par 3s was Barry Fenter in the end. He played with you, Frikkie. Did he really play the par 3 so well? I don't know why Score Captures added in the 10th hole here as a par 3. So we're going to kind of ignore that.
Play with
so
us and he was quite solid on that par 3.
10 points.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but Barry did play with us, and he was pretty solid on the par 3s. Really, really solid. I think the last one, the 17th, he was actually just left of the bunker, short, and then chipped it to a decent distance and boxed the putt again. So yeah, he really did well on the par 3s.
Vickers, you made all your points on the par 4s.
Yes.
Look at that. -3 on the par 4s. That means that you were even or whatever on the 3s and 5s. Can you believe it?
Played the correct tee shots.
Yeah. Happy days.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then the par 5s. Wayne Redu won the par 5s with on the first making a must be a birdie or unless he double stroke. No, he doesn't double stroke. A birdie. Donnie always plays the par 5s well with a whole host of other guys. Rougeon, Leon Oosthuizen, and Charles also on 11 points. The squad challenge. This is what it looks like. Halfway through the season, Graham, Kevin, Ryan, and Leon have played 9 events, and they got 882. So they're almost at 11. I'm sure they'll get there by the end of July. And then they'll have to wait to see how the other boys do. Frikkie and the Bushrat, you guys are not far behind. 8 points, 780. Ian, Barrett, Grant, and Gerard, 580. And then we will catching up slowly, but we've only played 5 games. So we're averaging quite high, over 100. And we're on our way. So those are the guys still in contention for the Hazy Q and Breaks sponsored, what do we call this? Squad Challenge. What does it all mean, gentlemen? This is what Sunday Series 2 looks like. Jan Venter is now leading Sunday Series 2 by 1 point. He jumped from 10th to 1st with that minus 41 points.
Shut.
Leon
That's awesome.
Duplessis drops to 2nd, just behind him. Richard Stewart, as we know, is he ends on 3rd place, but he will fall away now. Giving some other guys a chance. Gerard Sneeman's right up there, 4 points behind. Yaku, you're only 5 points behind, tied with Louis, Graham. And then Martin and Gary and Vickers. Vickers, you come in from 27th position to 8th position. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. Thanks.
Big jump.
Thanks, eh?
So you just need another -6, and then you're going to probably be first. Very good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well done, guys.
Let's remind you what the rest of the series is look like coming the end of June. Frikkie, there you go. All yours.
Yay. Yeah, that's awesome. So let me go through this. Obviously myself, number 1, then Grampies and Janneman, 2nd and 3rd. Peter Zak on 4th place. Laboratories also tied 4th. Vickers again there. It's nice to see Vickers in both leagues. Jake Sonnepoel and Stefan Enriet on tied 7th there. Mr. Gerber himself tied 9th, and then Eddie Stolz on tied 9th. Looking forward to this league, guys.
Yes, and Eddie's also left to Cape Town, so he will give another spot to us. Thursday series is what Thursday looks like. Vickers Albert's now leaving on 171 points. 1 shot better than Edward Kotze, who drops down to 2nd from his 1st position. Kevin O, Brian Knutzer, his lowest has now fallen out, so he cannot make any more mistakes if he wants to really feature in the top 10. Peter Prinsloo is up there, who had a bit of a mare at PPC as well, so that would be his lowest out. Ian is 166. Only 5 points back from the leader. On 6th position, Jean-Andre Gerard are tied 7th with Leon. And Grant, there you are. At least you're featuring somewhere, Grant.
I'm back in again.
What does it mean with the player of the season rankings? This is on average, gentlemen, and we're heading on close to the point where many players won't be able to play the minimum of 21 to be eligible for the player of the season. So this could change soon quite a bit, because I don't think Mark is going to reach 21. I don't think Charles is going to reach 21. I don't think Lukey is going to reach 21. So you can see where I'm heading with this. Nico won't reach 21. Edwin's gone. So in the next month,
he's also leaving, yeah.
This is going to totally change, pretty much. But Stefan Enriet is currently on an average of 184.90, which is 50 odd or so ahead of Mark. But with 850 ranking points up for grabs at the Open, that could also change things.
Yeah.
And Maz, Stefan only played, I think, 8 games?
8 games. So he's also going to struggle to get all 21 in.
Yes. And I think the guys that's the most is around about 13, 14, 16 games.
Yeah, you're one of them. I think you've played 14 or 15 games.
I got 16, and then you get Ian, that's not yet there, but will get into the top 10 with, I think he's on 20 games already or something. Yeah, so the bonus points going to start counting in there.
And this is what we're fighting for, gentlemen. We're fighting for the mid-year prize, which is a Srixon hamper. I haven't actually got that graphic anywhere to show you. No, I don't off the top of my head. But yes, the prize, which is a golf bag, 2 dozen Srixons, Z-Stars, 2 caps, 2 gloves. And this is what the current standings are. Now, this is on total points. So we'll keep this going till the end of the year to see who gets the total points. But there's one event left, and that's the Open to collect points. And Grant, you are leading on 1,937 points this season so far. Because of your 2 good finishes at PPC and Centurion, You've gathered some more points, more so from PPC. Gerber is second. Kevin Ho is right behind him. Leon Oosthuizen is also within catching distance. Edwin will not be part of it. Frikkie, you're also there. And Ian is also there.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what the permutations are?
Yes, please.
I've kind of checked it out.
So Mr. Holzhausen has supplied us with some permutations. I've only done the 6 here because, anything can happen. But Grant, if you win the Open, you win. Right? If Leon wins the Open, you must finish second. Right?
Okay.
Gerber must. If he wins, he wins. Same with Kevin. If he wins, he wins. But now you also got to remember, because it's such a big points. So if Kevin takes 850 points, and he is now 350 behind you, that's a big gap to still make up whether you finish in the top 20 or so on.
Yeah, so I have to at least finish in the top 3, I think.
Yes.
Or 4.
Leon Oosthuizen, if he wins the Open, you must finish outside the top 2. Frikkie, if you win the Open, Grant must finish outside the top 3.
Yes, which is going to happen though, eh?
Yeah.
Don't bet against me.
Ian, if he wins the Open, Grant needs to finish outside the top 4, and Gerard must finish outside the top 2. So it's going to be interesting at the end of the day what is actually going to happen when it comes to the end of the Open. I don't think we'll be able to. We'll see if we can announce it there and then, unless some utter random wins it who's not in the race and then messes things up.
I think the par 5
you're still going to win it, but the rest.
It's going to be the decision on Ibotsi.
Yes. Open. Here's the Open. Oh, actually, I've got this. I want to show you this. I'm going to go to this because we left one of the ducks at PPC. It's a couple of days later, but he's still playing. I can tell you there's another 20 seconds left of that video, and he's still going. So sorry, whoever we left behind is still at PPC. Boys, it's the Open coming up, and this is what we're all playing for. We're playing for 3,000 credits for the winner. The runner-up gets 1,000 credits. Third place, 500. The runner-up will also get a wedge from Cleveland. So, yay. Plenty to play for. These credits will go a long way. They remind you of the exam players. The exam players, Donnie, Richard's out. Frikkie, you're in. Jan Ray, Jaco Jacobs, there he is. Cornel Erasmus, he's not playing. Stefan Enrit, and Grant Nell. So those are the exempt guys. And this is the history of the Open. If you did not know, these are the past winners. But all the way back to 2014 when we had the first Open at the Gay Player. Richard Maspero won that. And then Lidom Versalino, he had a good run for us. He was with us for about 2 years and won quite a few tournaments. 2015, and Jason won back-to-back the Masters and the Open in 2016. Jaco Grobler, 2017, Pierre Grobler. They're not related. 2018. Frikkie, there you are, 2019.
Yay!
Lucky Janssen, just straight out of COVID. I think this was one of the first games we played. We played Harton, and then we had the Open.
Yeah.
Lucky won it. Myself in 2021, even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and again. And then Trevor Miller.
That's it. Your putt on that 2 years ago was awesome, Mazza. I think it was like a 3 or 4 meter putt. And then that
probably about a 2.5 meter putt to win it.
Yeah.
How many bunkers are there on the Ibotsi layout? A, 78. B, 95. C, 102. D, 132.
I'll take C.
You take C, 102.
95.
D.
95.
Daar's baie bunkers daar.
C.
C, 102.
Let's go D.
Maar daar's 14 fairways, so as jy die bankers mis en greens.
Well, there we go. Werner says D, 132. Ian says C, 102. Gerard B, Martin A, Yanni D. I can tell you, fastest fingers first. I'm going to give you a second to answer this. Seems like a lot of bunkers, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of bunkers. There was another one. Peter says D. Paul Ricketts says A. The answer is 102 bunkers.
Yeah!
And look forward to avoiding. So if you avoid 102 bunkers, that's actually should get a gold star at the end of the day too. If you don't lose a ball, you miss all the bunkers, and you shoot even par or better, I think that's pretty much the trifecta.
Yes, imagine that. I don't think that's possible though, eh?
I would love to see. So those guys watching, we must actually see if that actually can happen. No bunkers.
The 13th bunker, I think, is a 13th short par 4.
The long bunker.
That long one. Shouldn't that one count as 30 bunkers?
That could count as 30 bunkers, for sure. For sure. I've actually got that hole here for you. Do I? Yes, I have it. So while we're on it, let me just show you this hole. Oh, man. Sorry. It jumps as I press. 13 is here. This is the 13th. Where you tee off over the water, gentlemen. And you can take driver. But
not recommended though.
There's not much to hit in the end of the day, because if you cut it too much, then you're in that bunker or water, or you're left on top of the mound. So most guys will lay up with something shorter, have 100 left. Look at that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 pot bunkers on the left. That's one hole. Yo.
Lots of potholes there, hey?
Lots of potholes there. Let's have a look at the field.
To get out there.
Are you ready to see the field, everybody?
Yes, please.
And if you didn't catch the beginning of the show, I have sorted this out in ranking points earned. So this is who you're playing with. So when I send this out tomorrow, I hope that I don't get complaints saying, but I want to play with my buddy. Because you're
not allowed to play with your buddy now, eh?
Please. This is what it looks like. Here we go.
I don't want to play with Fricky, please.
It all depends on how many points were scored. So, Ryan Jensen, Hansi Aman,
Hanro
Skuman. I don't know where the handicaps. I was also waiting.
I was also waiting.
So tomorrow, Ryan Jensen, Hansi Haman, Hanro Skuman, and Stefan and Rhett make up the first. That's because they were, as I mentioned, with least points. Richard van Duyn, Simon Meyer, Adam Ford, Jean-Andre are second. Just remember, I do it so the next one is on the 10th, right?
Yes.
It's the 4 players after Ryan, but I'm not going to go between the 2 pages now. 11:16, just remember, we're teeing off at 11 o'clock, which is great. 11:16, unless it changes. Fats, Jaco Swanepoel, Donnie Geldenhuys, and myself. Leon Duplessis, Vickers Albers, Edward Coetzee, and Jaco Jacobs. There you go, Jaco. That's your formal.
Jakey.
It's not the worst. Francois
Yeah, it's
Kruger.
going to be a nice formal.
Lekker day. Francois Kruger, Gerard Snyman, Jan Venter, and Werner Lewaski. Frikkie, you are last, and you're off the first. I've made sure that you finish on the 18th. Gerard Gerber, Vickers Lee. Vickers, you in the last with Frikkie. So good luck to you.
Lekker, Vicky. How gaat ons?
Then, the 10th tee. Now, remembering that Granwell Williams and Neville Kurz, Rudolf Bruderick, and Stefan Olberholzer also got the least points. And then we go to Jaco de Kock, Bastian Verveers, Glenn Williams, Henry Sims. You might think, but there were some players not available because they're going away for the weekend. So then I replaced them with these guys. Steven Lombard, Martin Tata, Stephen Saunders, Morne Verveers are playing. So as you can see, father and son are not in the same formal. Gary Mansfield, Ian Holzhausen, Graham de Villiers, and Louis Jensen. Sorry, Louis. You're not with Ryan. Ryan needs to tee off earlier. Donna Perimal, Alan Lowe, Grant Nell, and Kevin Owens. So you're playing with Kevy, Grant?
Why am I taking off last?
Why are you lost?
You want to play good, so you tee off last, eh?
Yes.
I just hope the people in front of me plays quicker.
Medal, don't forget. It is medal, don't forget.
No,
Martin
but it's
reminds us he made
11:30,
an albatross on the 18th last time he played Ibotsi. Can he do that? Imagine making an albatross to win.
Who was that?
And while I'm on Martin, if your partner WhatsApps me, Martin, and asks to play with you, you know what I'm going to tell him. So sorry.
Sê vir my speel saam met Gerard.
So that's what it's going to look like. Gentlemen, are there any 57 minutes? Are there any? Let's have a quick breakdown for this major. First time it's a major's on a Sunday, so we're looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. The course, I have no idea what it looks like. I don't know if it's green. I don't know if it's brown. So we will see. With this cold snap now, it might go more brown. But generally, It is a test. It's a test. It's a medal test, and we are going to have fun. I don't know what the last score was the winner on. Any idea? -2, maybe?
I think it was -2. I'm just trying
-2. I lost on the count.
Right, okay.
Playoff.
We have last year's runner-up with us, Vickers Lee. Vickers, you got into a playoff with Trevor last year. This time you want to pull it through.
Yes. I hope so.
What's the
so
plan?
your handicap was a 10 at Centurion, eh?
Yeah.
So he's probably going to be a 6 or a 7 now, eh?
I don't know if it's like 6. Maybe you'll
Can't
be an 8.
9 because you're like a massive exceptional there.
I know my snake.
At least 2 shots minimum.
At least.
Ja, lekker, ons kan hom vat, Vickers.
I have another question before I show you what golf course this is. So let me just show you what golf course this is. Who said they knew what it was?
I do.
It's really easy.
The next one.
It's really easy. Vicky, you haven't figured it out yet.
I have no idea, man. Jeez, like it.
Houghton, guys.
It's Houghton, guys.
What?
Look at there's a clubhouse in the middle of the property.
Kijk, anyhow, graphs. You see this? Would like to show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Houghton.
So easy.
Before we say goodbye, and we look forward to the rest of the week, Werner says, my cot is full of toys. It's getting emptier by the minute. I need my partner. Maybe you don't need your partner. Brendan Fenter, thanks for watching. He says Houghton, and he knows where we are. I want to ask a question. Should we move the show to 8 o'clock? Will more people be able to watch? Because I've had the thing where kids are an issue, to put them to bed and feed them, and 7 o'clock becomes a problem.
We can try that, but that's my sleeping time, eh?
I know. It's late.
I'll go 7:30.
7:30. I think this is a vote that needs to be had.
I'm getting my wife checking me out now.
Time's up. Okay.
I got a nappy to change.
Okay. So on that note, Grant is going to change his nappy, and we're going to say goodbye.
Lekker, boys. Keep safe.
Lekker, boys. Thanks for watching.
Sterk julle mense.
Ja.